Hey guys, it's your birth bestie, Nurse Rini, and I am back to update you on the article and the foolishness of that nurse in Virginia who was breaking up babies. So, this article is from Henrico County News, and it says court document reveals former Henrico Doctors Hospital NICU nurse seen allegedly placing pressure weight onto the baby's legs. And I'm going to cut out and cut to another article that will bring some understanding to this whole situation as well. But let's dive in. So it says Henrico County, Virginia, a court document has revealed new details from surveillance video of an incident in which a former nurse at Henrico's Doctors Hospital's NICU is allegedly seen placing pressure and weight onto a baby's legs and pushing the baby's legs backward to his head. So, straight out, legs straight out, and then pushing the legs all the way back to his head. And if you remember in the video, the original video that I did on this situation, I said that it's really hard to injure a baby. Like, you have to really be purposefully trying to injure a baby to do it. So there you go. 8 News obtained the criminal complaint filed by a detective with the Henrico County Police Division in relation to the case of former nurse 26-year-old Erin Elizabeth Ann Stratman of Chesterfield County. The complaint outlines that on November 22nd, 2024, the detective responded to Henrico Doctors Hospital in reference to a 5-month-old baby boy in the NICU who was found with a fractured left femur. Further imaging found that the baby also had a fractured right tibia and multiple rib fractures, the document stated. This is awful. This is like worse than we even knew, right? So I'm just putting this up here so you guys can see what we're looking at here. This is the tibia, or like the shin bone. And obviously we all know what ribs are. But these long bones are huge. They are hard to break, right? Even on a baby. So this means that she was definitely doing this on purpose, which is why I have beef with the hospital, because there were multiple babies who had multiple injuries. And I'm like, and they kept dismissing the concerns of the parents, saying, oh, they're premature, so their bones are like brittle and sensitive, whatever. Yeah, they're premature, but they're still hard to break bones on a newborn. On a person. Like, that's an intentional act usually, unless there's some sort of genetic issue or anomaly. So according to the complaint, medical staff reviewed the imaging of the break, and it was determined that the break occurred 7 to 10 days before it was reported, and it was non-accident trauma. I don't even know what that means. So during the course of the investigation, the document said that video was obtained from the room that the baby was staying in when they were admitted to the NICU. On November 10th, the complaint states that video footage shows Stratman taking the baby by the legs, then allegedly applying pressure to the baby's legs. The document said that Stratman was observed taking both of the baby's legs and pushing them backward to where the baby's feet were at his head. The baby reportedly appeared to be crying in distress. Terrible. Stratman was then reportedly seen moving the baby's left leg back and forth, to which it is observed the leg to not be consistent with a non-fractured leg of a juvenile at that age and condition. Stratman then allegedly moved the baby's right leg, and it was observed that the baby's right leg did not move as freely back and forth as the left leg, according to the complaint. During a bond hearing on Monday, January 13th of this year, Stratman was denied bond in relation to charges of malicious wounding and felony child abuse, according to court records stemmed from an incident at the hospital on November 10th, 2024. She appeared virtually from jail in Henrico County. Both Stratman's parents and the alleged victim's family attended the hearing. Stratman was represented by a court-appointed attorney. The defense argued that Stratman was not a threat to herself or the community. Well, the community, obviously, yes, and has no criminal record, which is why he says she should not be denied bond. The defense also said if released, Stratman could receive protection from police in order to ensure her safety. The defense added that Stratman had been isolated in jail for her safety. They say in the jails, in the prisons, the people don't like when you mess with the kids and the babies. So it's on her, it's on her. The Commonwealth argued that Stratman is a danger to children and referenced the criminal complaint, which has been obtained by 8 News. The complaint outlines surveillance video of the incident. The Commonwealth mentioned that Stratman has a pattern of behavior, referencing incidents in 2023 and 2024. During the hearing, there was discussion about alleged video circulating in the jail regarding the case. The judge denied the motion for bond, but said the defense can appeal this decision with a psychological evaluation of Stratman. I mean, clearly she has mental health issues. Like, no, like, sane, like, not disturbed person does these type of things. However, she clearly knew what she was doing. She went to nursing school. She knew what she was doing, you know. She went to nursing school. She likely got put through like a bridge program where she learned the NICU didactic stuff. She knew what she was doing. So I don't see how any kind of psych eval is going to say, well, I mean, she didn't know what she was doing. No, she knew what she was doing. The defense said they plan on filing an appeal for the bond decision. Stratman will make her next appearance at a preliminary hearing on May 12th. Wow, so long from now. She made her first court appearance on Friday, January 3rd. This comes after the hospital said 3 babies were discovered with unexplainable fractures. And see, this is why I told you the hospital needs and deserves smoke, because how you got 3 babies broken up and busted up without explanation and you don't stop the presses? In late November and December of 2024, adding that these incidents were similar to an incident involving 4 babies in 2023. Just way too many victims, in my opinion. So this, to me, is a hospital issue, like where they did not dive deep enough, quick enough. The 2 charges Stratman is facing, which came on January 2nd, are in connection to the case of 1 baby. So to view all of, yeah. So hold on, I want to show you something. So I want us to go back to this article from January 9th from CNN that says newborn babies at a Virginia hospital have been suffering mysterious injuries. A nurse now faces abuse charges. And I want to point out something specific in this article. So the father of one of these babies, one of the twins who had the injuries, was shocked and appalled, stunned, didn't want to be blamed for injuring his child. So he didn't really raise a lot of fuss initially. But then he sat down with his mom, who was a director of nursing elsewhere. And, she talked to them. She was stunned, he said. The hospital has suggested that Noah's left tibia, the shin bone between the knee and the ankle, may have been fractured while a nurse was administering an injection. So they blew off this. So again, I'm sorry, this is mind blown. Like, the hospital gets a lot of blame here, and I hope that they, take the hospital to task on this, because how do you just give some bogus reason, good and daggone well, that you ain't breaking no baby's bones giving an injection? We give injections to newborns. Usually at every delivery, baby gets a vitamin K injection, and then while they're in the hospital, they will be offered the hepatitis B vaccine. And then depending on what else is going on with the baby, there may be other injections, but definitely at least 2 injections before the baby leaves the hospital. That means that most babies will be walking out with broken legs, right, from an injection. And you're injecting into a muscle, an IM intramuscular injection, which is going to be the thigh, not the shin bone. You ain't even touching the shin bone, the tibia, when you're giving an injection to a baby IM. So it's bogus. They dismiss this person, and this is why they also deserve blame, because instead of, hearing it, receiving it, and investigating it, they went ahead and gave some bogus, thing. But they didn't know who they were messing with, because his mom was a NICU nurse. So his mother sat the couple down and showed them how nurses administer shots to preemies to highlight the unlikelihood of broken bones. Okay, Hackey's mother then called CPS on their behalf and reported the case. The hospital launched an investigation, but closed it weeks later after concluding the fracture was likely the result of an injection. Again, the hospital as guilty as the nurse. This is just my 2 cents. You guys, let me know what you think in the comments. They are going to have to do a lot to rebuild their reputation in the community. And you can't make me believe that who these parents are and what they look like, their demographic, doesn't have something to do with why they were so quickly dismissed. But they're going to learn. They're going to learn, because these parents and all those parents of those affected babies will be coming for them. Make sure you like, comment, share, and follow for more. We're trying to grow a community here. So get down in the comments. Let me know what you think. And follow, please. All right. Bye.